Howdy, Parth here with Swift Education. So we know how to put students in different conversation groups, but what if I wanted to put several students who are far away from each other in conversation? For example, I want DiLL, Bobby, and Jesse to talk to each other. I tried to select them, but I ended up selecting everybody. What do? Do they have to physically get up and move? Nope, not to worry. Let's start with the basics first. There are two ways to select a student. One is you can draw a box around the students you'd like to select. Or the second way, which is a more selective way, is by holding down the Shift key. Notice that when I press the Shift key, my icon changes from a plus sign to a hand with a plus sign. While holding down the Shift key, I can selectively select the student that I want to choose, for example, Jesse, DiLL, and Bobby in this case, and then I can put them in a conversation. Okay, but what if I want to move my students around in DiLL? In DiLL, you can move the students around without having them physically get up by holding down the Command key. Notice when I hold the Command key, my mouse goes from a plus sign to an omnidirectional arrow. While holding down the Command key, I can click on the student I would like to move, and then simply move it to the position I want them to be in. When I'm done, I let go of my mouse and the Command key. If I would like to go back to the original classroom layout, I can also click on the room layout and the student's position will now be restored. So when does this come in handy? Well, the moving students around comes in handy for visual and organizational purposes, especially for many differential teaching activities. Let's show you one for example. So in this particular example, I want DiLL, Bobby, and Jesse to talk to each other about their upcoming group presentation. At the same time, I want the rest of the class in paired conversation ordering food. So how do I do that? Well, first, let me move Jesse closer to DiLL and Bobby, again, by holding down my Command key. Likewise, I can move Sue and John with the rest of the class. While holding down my mouse, I can select the students in the top of my class, put them in a random group, and now they can talk to each other about ordering food in Spanish. There you go. Now you can move and select your students without asking them to get up and move.